Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podcast our brand new marriage counsellor, Cate. Cate Mackenzie, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
So happy to have you here.
So glad to be here.
We're so excited to have you here. Cate, so we have asked you to come on the podcast because you act as a marriage counsellor. Is that right?
Yes, couple counsellor and also individual counsellor for relationships and sexuality.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Sex and relationship counsellor.
Sex and relation. We don't need any help on the sexual front.
We were actually wondering, I'm glad you cleared that up, that you're a relationship and marriage counsellor as well, because we were wondering whether there's a different thing, but I guess they all fall under, it's all about the same.
Not everyone's married.
Yeah, exactly.
But some people want some relationship counselling, even if they're an individual, but they want to deal with relationships. It can cover many things.
Can I ask, people don't know, being in a relationship, not us, this is for the general thing, being in a relationship can be hard, can't it?
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
And it's definitely been hard for us at times.
So I've been doing this therapy, which is called EDMR, which is where you had the, and Sophie thinks because of that, I don't love her as much anymore.
Well, I think maybe it's helped you in lots of ways. You definitely had like a neediness, like he had like attachment problems or something, and he would say this, like there was some serious neediness going on to the point where it was actually almost annoying at times. But now he's stopped doing that since the year out. I'm a bit like, oh no, why?
You miss it.
I miss it.
You miss it. No, so maybe there's a way which you could suggest, Sophie, is what would help you feel attended to like you did before, but in a new way. So what would that be? Like more strokes. So strokes can be touch, but they can also be affirmation. It can also be bringing a cup of tea in the morning. And everybody has different ways they love to be stroked. And those pieces can make a huge difference.
So, okay, Sophie at night, she gets into bed. She rolls over and she falls asleep. Firstly, I'm going to put this out there. Sophie likes to go into bed earlier than me. And I'll be downstairs and I'll probably be working late or reading a book or just...
Gaming.
No, I'm not.
Gaming.
I'll be...
Watching NFL. Two things.
I'll be doing some research on something important. and Sophie will call me from the bedroom telling me to come to bed.
Oh.
I can't go to sleep unless he's in bed.
Oh.
But he can be watching YouTube or... Look, he's watching NFL downstairs. Just bring the iPad up and watch it in bed next to me. This is also like 10 p.m. I'm not going to bed at like 8.
And then we get into bed and she goes, can you just stroke my bum? Every night.
Touch my back is what I say.
Now, I would say that is too needy. What do you think?
Do you not like to stroke her back?
Her bum. I love to stroke her bum.
What's too needy about that?
I don't know. I don't know. There's no... I don't know.
Yeah, what is it, Jamie?
Okay, what is too needy about it? Because sometimes I just like being downstairs and I like watching the NFL and then I feel bad because she's in the bed and I feel like I have to go upstairs to bed to stroke her bum.
It's not to stroke my bum. I just like him being... I can't fall asleep. I also know he's going to then come up and wake me up. Also, 10 p.m, just watch your programme in bed next to me. Isn't that nice?
Well, this is the thing with couples, is to work these different things out. So you can have what we call a semi-detached living, as in I have a bit of my time and I have a bit of us time. How do we do? This is a big part of couples who manage successful long-term relationships is how do I do me and us, and how do we manage that? So I did bring a couple of little puppets today.
Oh my God, great.
This is based on attachment theory. So sometimes you have, one is more of an octopus, anxiously attached, many fingers, many pies, many tentacles, doing a lot, 3 hearts, getting a huge amount done. And they might be on, a very high radio station frequency. And then you might get, sometimes another person's a turtle, lives 100 years, got a strong shell, got a retractable neck, wants to see, is it safe to come out?
You're saying that, Sophie.
I'm the slow little turtle.
You're the slow little turtle.
And there's a magnetism between the two, between the octopus and the turtle. There's an absolute kind of, they spot each other and there's an absolute magnetism. And it's how do they work together to find their way together. And often the turtle, if the octopus can, the turtle will help the octopus slow down.
You're describing us. This is what you're describing.
Right. And then the octopus can help the turtle manifest their dreams.
What the hell? That's us.
Yeah.
Is that actually
yeah,
us?
that's really scary.
That is actually us.
I don't think I'm cool, slow, but that's definitely us.
So part of it
But is this, wait, hang on a second. Is this actually true?
Is this just us?
Have you just guessed what we're like? Or is
you
this
just guess what we're
okay,
like.
what is this? What is
no,
this?
this is a real thing. It's a real thing in couples. Not all couples fit exactly in octopus turtle.
Yeah.
But it's attachment theory. So the turtle is more avoidant. They need a lot more space. They need to take things gently. They need things slowed down. And the octopus is fast on it, doing fingers in pies. And it happens in a lot of couples. But you could get two turtles. They might be in separate rooms, or they might even live in separate countries, right? But you could get two turtles. You could get two octopuses, but the other octopus would turn the other one into a turtle. If you see what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, alpha vibe.
Yes, because the more octopus is, they're
dominating.
On it. Yeah, they're dominant. So the key is also to get the octopus to slow down a little bit, to attune with the turtle, so the turtle can open up and express themselves. Because otherwise, you get a snapping turtle.
Beginning of our relationship was very much like, I'm open, I'm this, why can't you be the same? Like, blah, 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 all this. And Sophie then...
Like, he would almost get frustrated. He'd be like, why don't you say you're so unloving? Tell everyone she has no emotion. And I was like, yes, I do. I just don't flaunt it like you do.
I remember there was a time, I still feel bad about it, Kate, okay? I remember there was a time, it was my birthday. And it came to my birthday, and I said to Sophie, and one of her friends said, oh, what's Sophie going to get for your birthday? And I remember, and I said, she won't get me anything because she won't have thought about it. Oh. Because I didn't think she was open. And then she'd got everything for me.
No, I'd made him a scrapbook and I'd spent weeks on it. And as he said it in front of a table of like 10 people, I was like, that's just not true. But he has, it's just because I don't scream, because you would have told me you'd done the scrapbook and told everyone. And I just keep it to myself.
So the octopus often didn't get quite enough. Look, it's got a little jump of the octopus because it needs a lot of love and warmth and reassurance. And the octopus didn't often get enough reassurance growing up. So it can be, but it sounds like you've shifted, a bit critical.
If you have problems in a relationship, straight away talk about it.
Yes, but you do it in a certain way. So there's a wonderful method called the temperature gauge, Virginia Satir. You can look it up. It's a five question model. And the first bit would be appreciations. So literally oxytocin, you can look this up. So the kindness, happiness hormone. If we say nice things about each other, you look lovely, you're bright, you're intelligent. When you did that the other day, I felt so great. Our ears open. So you don't go in complaint without a stroke, without something warm.
So you go in with something nice.
You have to start with something nice. This about you is amazing. When you did that, amazing. When you told complete strangers something really weird about me, I know you probably didn't mean it, but that felt awful. And could you not? So you're landing it softly. Does that make sense?
Makes total sense. So you lean in with something nice. So Sophie, listen, you are the most generous person. The way that you treat your family and things like that, it's so generous. However, the other day that you said this thing about me, that upset me. How important is it to have sex in a relationship once a week?
Sorry. I'm sorry to laugh.
All right, let me take that.
I'm sorry to laugh.
How is it important to have sex every day?
I'm sorry to laugh. It's just, are you talking for yourself, James?
Yeah.
Once a week.
That's
quite tame for you.
Well, I don't know. I didn't want to go out there, but it's okay. How important, how many times a month should a couple be intimate with each other?
Do you know what? The flag there, Jamie, if you don't mind me saying, is the word should.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good word to use.
Because as soon as you employ the word should, you then create a little dance where, where the octopus is saying, these are the rules, this is what's happening. And then you can imagine what happens possibly to the turtle. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, yes.
Can you imagine what should does
in
a relational space? Can you imagine? So what we say in sex therapy is we say, can you book a time every week to lie down in bed together without having sex? It's committed to...
Oh, God. To doing what?
To be together in bed. No telly, no screens, no nothing, where you might You're just going to look at each other or snuggle or kiss or be together. If sex happens, fine.
I know what you're saying.
What am I saying?
What you're saying is create those little moments where sex could happen.
Well, it might happen, but the commitment is to being in bed every week, cuddling intimately.
Well, I try and get you into bed every night.
Yes,
So count your lucky stars, honey.
Yeah.
I'm thinking...
You could try different things out, so it doesn't have to be certain ways. Maybe.
Substitute teacher, headmistress. I've just been employed. And I go into the office to be told off because I've done a bad geography lesson. And she's in there and you get real cross to me. And that's what we should play. I'm a geography teacher. You're the headmistress.
No comment.
That's okay. So you've got one idea, and then have you got an idea?
Come on, what's your role play?
I would love a massage at all times of the day, but particularly on my feet.
So great. So what you might do is there's a wonderful thing called the 3-minute game.
Okay.
From Betty Martin, and there's an idea where people can be prepared to do something for 3 minutes. So how would you feel, Sophie, for 3 minutes being the head teacher, telling off Jamie?
I can't say I'd keep a straight face, but I'll give it,
You could do 3 minutes, and then how would you feel about doing 3 minutes of foot massage?
We should probably try the role play for 30 seconds.
No.
You're the headmistress.
No.
I'm knocking on the door. Here we go. Rat-a-tat-tat. No.
Do you know what's happening though? Do you know what? Do you know why that's gone?
We're playing the 3-minute game.
We should.
It has to be led into.
Oh, God. Okay, you look great. You're so generous. Knock, knock. I love the way that you cook me dinner. Knock, knock.
So what we would do with the 3-minute game is to get people to wake up their hands first and wake up their sense of connecting to their own sense of pleasure.
So communicate. That's the big one. 3-minute game. Absolutely love that. And if you are having problems, get help. Talk about it and be honest.
Be honest. Be honest before it's too late almost, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, you're so right. Like, what have you got to lose? It's either lose the relationship or just be honest.
Exactly. We look at it in couple work. We say it's not a bad couple, it's a bad situation. So often if there's too much pressure, too much work, difficulties, with family or children, the couple can implode. And that's when the octopus can get so busy, the turtle can feel quite neglected, and it can get in a tiz-was. But then if we say, okay, why not go away once a month?
Yeah.
Go away once a month, just the two. Or once a week, go out once a week, just the two. And bring back in that listening, that connecting, bring back in that attunement. And that can be miraculous because people forget. Or if they haven't got the money, go to, try and get that sorted or go out for one night somewhere. But start to have that intimate time, just the two of you somewhere.
Okay, I want to say a big thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
That was fantastic and everything. Right. You just knock, knock? No? Okay, not now. All right, okay, thank you so much for joining the podcast. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh,
That was amazing.